I'm going to be honest with you. I despise the saying, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade. Because this is the situation we're in right now. If you were to compare it to life given lemons. So basically picture yourself laying in the grass below a lemon tree and it just keeps coming down. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna make the best out of this situation. I'm going to grab a basket, get some lemons, take it to the kitchen. You get to the kitchen and you go to the drawer where you keep your knives so you can cut the lemons in half. You open the drawer and sure enough, there are no knives. You're like, okay, all the knives are dirty. So you go to the kitchen sink, you have to wash it. You're like, it's no big deal, right? But then because of all the soap, your hands get slippery and you grab the sharp part of the knife and you look down and you're like, oh my gosh, I just sliced my hand open. You start to feel all stressed. You open up your hands and you realize, okay, I'm not hurt. We're still good. You dry the knife, you take your lemons, your cutting board, and you cut your lemon in half. You get your squeezer, get some lemon juice out, and it squirts into your left eye. And you're like, okay, it's no big deal. I'm just gonna rinse it out. It hurts. It really hurts, but I'm going to be okay. I can get past this. You rinse out your eye, you continue to squeeze your lemons, you add some water, and then you grab your sugar. You stir everything up and you're like, this is it. You get your cute little aesthetic glass, some ice and your straw, and you sit down on your balcony to enjoy a cool glass of lemonade. You finally take a big sip of your lemonade and then you realize that it wasn't actually sugar that you put in there, it was salt. It was salt. It was salt. I just thought it was really important for me to share this with you, that while you can have all these life lessons on personal growth and how to overcome struggles, there are periods in your life where you just feel like you're just being bombarded over and over and over again. And that's why they came up with the saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. I wanted to share with you in lifetime that this is where I am in this point of my life, where I'm overloaded with lemons and I'm trying to make lemonade and it's just not working out. It's not a place that anyone would want to be in. No one wants to be in this situation. And when you feel like this, all you want to do is just break free or for the people to give up. The thing is, we're not broken. Life can just get overwhelming sometimes. And we can feel like we're at that point where we just feel like we're going to break because we're human. But this emotional labor, it will pass. And even though I feel it, like I really feel it, I know this too shall pass. And the thing is, it's not about just the lemons. It's this constant need to turn every sour moment into something sweet. It doesn't have to be inspiring. It doesn't have to be motivational. We just have to go through it and acknowledge that this sucks. Like, what I'm doing is calling out the toxic positivity. Like, you don't have to always make lemonade. Sometimes you just want to sit there in your whole big pile of lemons and just mourn what you wish would have been. Healing doesn't mean you have to fix everything. Sometimes it just means giving yourself space to not feel like you have to fix that thing in that moment. One thing I know I struggle with is sharing that struggle with other people I know, because I don't want to feel like a burden to someone else. But as I go through this, I've reached out to quite a few friends. And what it's taught me is I know who I can count on to help support me when I need a friend. I know I'm the type of friend who will be there for you if you need me. But I realize that even though I do that for certain people, it's not always reciprocated. And that's a good way to know how to preserve my energy, to know how far I'll go for certain people. Like, if I'm willing to do all this for you, why wouldn't you do it for me too? Because after all, we are deserving. So what I'm doing is I'm naming what's hard. I'm calling it out for what it is. It sucks. I currently do not have a home and I'll be living in my RV a lot longer than I wanted to, with 4 people and a dog. Choose something that you decide you're going to drop. For me, is trying to make sure that I have time to rest. That meant not uploading yesterday and instead recording the way that I feel about what's going on in my life. And then when you're ready, get creative with your lemons. Maybe you just need to pause, grab a blanket, and journal how you feel. Like, you don't need a lemonade stand, okay? Sometimes all you need is just a little bit of therapy and tea. I used to always try to just push through what I'm going through, but this isn't the end. It's just the messy middle, and you're not alone in it. But you'll never know if you don't share. So when life gives you lemons, you do not have to fake joy. You just need truth, tenderness, and time. So stay tuned to see if I survive this whole thing. I'm just kidding. It will all work out. But I still hope to see you on the next one.